Welcome to the show, sir. First of all, I'd like to thank you for taking the time out
You're welcome.
and from what we discussed, from what is your busy post-retirement schedule and coming onto the show. You are basically the a real-life embodiment of the traditional hero lawman from Malayalam cinema. All your Bharachandran and all your Joseph Alexis. You are literally the living embodiment of that. That's what most public understands of you. And thank you so much for coming onto the show, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, how's retirement life?
It is quite busy. Earlier, when we were in service, we were almost sitting in the office, but not after retirement. Since I travel a lot, as schools and colleges constantly call me for delivering lectures on basically on the topic of why drugs are so much consumed by children and what are the solutions. So that is the main stay
Right, right.
of for the lectures. Otherwise, motivational class, like I mentor one civil service academy, also lead IAS academy.
Oh,
So
right.
related with that, so then these people, these lead IAS academy people keep on going to the colleges and there. Then I go and we popularize the idea of civil service or so.
Right.
So that all these things keep me busy. We can say that out of 30 days, 20 days I am out of Trivandrum.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you retired in 2021 as a Director General of jails and correction facilities.
Yes.
Right. And after that, you chose to stay back in Kerala. So why was Kerala a specialty from a professional and a personal point of view?
The education wise, literature wise, communication wise, this place is the most happening place in India, I must say.
Okay.
This being a 100% literate state,
Right.
so the advantages are immense.
Okay.
The people, number one, people read here. Like for example, I write an article every week in a newspaper, in Mangalam newspaper I write.
Okay.
So people are reading newspapers. I mean, I see back at my own home state like Rajasthan and all, people have stopped reading now anything. I mean, whether it is newspapers, whether it is books, going to library and all those things. The whole atmosphere, if you see in Kerala, is entirely different from the rest of the country.
Right.
I like this atmosphere. Earlier, before joining police service, I was a lecturer myself.
Okay.
So I am into the world of reading, writing kind of thing.
Okay.
That thing is available here only. It's not there. You have to come. Seeing is believing. You have to come to a place like Bikaner and all from where I come from.
Okay.
Nobody talks about any books,
Right.
literature,
Okay.
you know. So that is one.
Okay.
Now, I have written 2 books also. Now imagine a book, the same thing. That is Vaigum Mumbai before, and
Before
its
it's too late,
English
yeah.
translation is it is before it is
Before
too
it's
late.
too late, yes.
People are reading it. 7 editions have already come.
Right.
Now they say that 7 editions coming for a book in any of the North Indian state, it is almost unimaginable. I mean, see, the book will, the publisher will only publish the book when somebody is buying it, somebody is
Provided there is
taking
enough
the-
readers, yes, correct.
provided there is reading capacity. That is real. Now I am writing. I have finished one more book, which is
Right.
which will be unfolded in a month or so.
Right,
Then
right.
third book also I have written half. So
Okay.
I am working on that. So that is one part of it. Second is communication. Now people want to listen. You problems are there in the society. Like it is an educated, it is a literate society has its own problem. So what are our problems? Kerala's problem is like too much of use of drugs, too much use of mobile phone. These things are not this much common in other parts of the state, in other parts of the country.
Right.
But here it is like then. This if you see people, children are having a lot of psychological issues are there. Suicides are happening the maximum in India. If you see, Kerala is one of the states where the maximum suicides takes place, along with Tamil Nadu and all. So we have another sort of there are different stock of problems over here.
Right, right.
So for that we study. Then the people call us. Why don't you come and speak to us? Like this drug problem. Now every school, college wants. I have already been to 4,000 schools, for your kind information. 4,000 schools and colleges for the last, since I started going since I became excise commissioner.
Right.
That was on my own. I mean, I found out why. So since maximum it is the children who are consuming it. So let us go and talk to them.
Right.
Problem here is that everybody talks among the adults, keep talking about this problem which is prevalent
Among children.
children. Nobody talks to them about them.
Yeah, correct.
So then we go and I ask them. Then there is always I speak for half an hour or so, and half an hour I leave for the discussion. Then they tell why they are doing it. Okay. Only then I realize that it is the drug consumption is not because of any reason. Drug consumption is in Malayalam they call it nimittam. It is in a way of it is a way to escape.
Right, right.
It is a way of they reacting to something. Some problem is troubling them in their life.
Right.
Now, how to and the stress level is so high that how I should forget myself for 6 to 7 hours just to keep that problem away from my life. So this is the way they have found out. It is not the other way around.
Right.
Problems are creating such a situation where he or she is compelled to take a drug and just want to get away from the world. So if my theory is that is what I have written in the book. I'm not a psychologist or something. I'm a history student. That they say, sir, so what are those problems? Problems are they have only 3-4 problems only. They like the people, like the parents or teachers, compelling them all the time to be at number 1 in the class, getting from the first grade onwards till higher secondary, they should get A plus grade, AA+ grade. I mean, you have to look your best all the time, 24 hours into 365 days for 16 years. Now, that is just not possible.
Right.
So, only very few will get. Those who study will get A+ grade anyway. There will not have any need for their parents to tell them, because they would have got, since they were intelligent, they had that bent of mind, they would have got it anyway. Now the problem here is those who are not able to get. And the parents are barking the wrong tree. They are telling them, no, 50% is not sufficient, 60% is not sufficient.
Yeah, competition
you go
is
for
there,
90%. Now 90%, from 50% to 90% is just not possible. We have all gone to schools, we have all gone to colleges. We can only study as per our capacity.
Yes, correct.
This nobody is able to understand. Parents don't want to understand. Teacher don't. Teacher, the more the A+ grade, the name of the school will be. It will be flashed over the TV or the newspaper that this is the school from there. The maximum A+ grade people got into also. So this is in whole of this process, it is the child who are suffering, because everybody is taking pot shots at the child.
Right.
Nobody is doing anything. The parents are of course giving the money. Teacher is, but all are experimenting with this poor soul. So there will be a time will come when he says that I can't take care of. I mean, the stress level will be so high, then they will resort to the drugs. That is one reason. Second is somebody may be bullying them. Bullyism is rampant in a school. You can quote me on that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, nobody is complaining. The girls, the boys, their senior students, even their bully type of children, their own friends. So the bullyism is there. It is on all the time. Right. If the teacher is not around, bullyism starts.
Right.
So that is another reason. Then for the drug, just for persuasion part of it, that is solicitation, the senior class children, they are compelling them to take it. Now I see what is since after 4,000 school visit, I have my own understanding of that. They are getting bored also now. After coming to home from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. they were at the school, maybe one or two tuition. Then what? So what to do? So now social media is so common. So they feel like, yeah, let us do. We have done everything. Our homework is also done. The school also we have done. So let us see. Let us go to the social media
phone,
and see what is happening there.
Right.
There only these things are happening. Nowadays, I don't know, you have been in Bangalore.
Yes.
Now, those things are about, they might have come here, I don't know. Bangalore and all, so much apps have come. Suppose you just type it. You just type it that I want a particular kind of this truck. And you type it, so the app is there. Then on your mobile phone, so many things, there will be popping.
Right.
Pop,
Yeah,
one,
notification.
2, 3, 4 notification will come. You can get your truck from this place, this place, this place, this place. I shudder to think even that this might have also come to Cochin also. But this is an old thing in Bangalore. When I was writing my book, I found out what are the what is the mechanism all over the country also. So the Bangalore was having even at that time.
Right.
So that is created out of sheer boredom. As since he has nothing else to fall back upon, so he tries all these new things also. Okay. Or in the morning, his best friend might have given something to eat like this. Now the tobacco products are also there. It is the tobacco products that is the first step, like pan parag, pan masala, jalda, gutka, khani, hens. It is rampant in the schools. Every school nearby, there will be in the vicinity of 100 meters, 200 meters, there will be a shop, this petish, what do you call in Malayalam, tattakada or pettikada. They are all available there. I can tell you for sure that all they are available there. Teachers also know. Children, this is very simple. You can find out. If you just pass by where the school has closed and children are on their way back to their home, you will see unusually there will be one or two small these pawn shops where they will be standing too many students.
Correct. Right.
What are they doing there? Why so many? Malayalam. So that is, he is giving something in the name of the ice cream, juice or toffee. They have already mixed something with them, and since their taste is unusual and it is.
So what is it? Drugs or is it these tobacco products?
Only. This hands is completely banned by Government of India.
Right.
Tobacco products, it falls under tobacco product. So hands, it is not necessarily you take it as a hands itself. You can make it as a small churran kind of a thing. Small.
Hands is the thing you put here, right?
You can put it in the chocolate. You can put it in the hand. What you are saying is that is murkan also. What you say is here is that is jalda. Okay. For the kids, like we often hear cool mithai. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
K-O-O-L. Okay. Cool is very common. It is common. It came around 2016, 17 or so. 2016, 17 also. So they are all these tobacco products are having the chemicals which are banned by Government of India. Let us. So sometime what they do, since the child may not able to take it, so they make it a small paste kind of a thing, or even small, they divide, they make it and then they mix it with the ice cream or
candy or chocolate or whatever.
So, this is the way. So, these are the problems. So, these are the 4 or 5 reasons why the children are taking also. The problem here is that the parents understand that something the child has gone, a mother will understand that the child is using some drug or something also. But they are sheer out of, they have their own, that is anyatmaya fear. Right. Suppose I take him or her to a counselor, then the people will come to know about it. The
Right,
child's
right, right. What will the people
prestige
say? Yeah,
will
not
go away. Half of
right.
the mothers even don't tell their husbands. They come to us. Hundreds of mothers have come to us when we were in excise commissioner, when we were in police duty or so. They want that their children should be taken out of this problem. But then they say, sir, we don't want to, so we are helpless. I mean, if I tell if I take him to a psychiatrist or I take him to a counselor, so naturally the neighborhood will come to know about it, which I do not want. But that is a thought which has no relevance now. Because the kid has already fallen into the habit. Now he has to be taken out of it. He or she has to be taken out of it. The people will come, if the people will come to know about it, so be it. I mean,
Right.
child can be immediately after he or she has started taking the drugs, immediately after, if the child is acted upon, if the child is taken to a counselor or a psychiatrist or a de-addiction center, only then we can bring him back to a normal position, to a normal life. If it is delayed, then a life is wasted. I mean, he or she will never able to do anything. Then either they will die because of their failure of their kidney or the heart, or they will die because of the depression, which definitely they will have
Right.
of too much of this drug use.
Right. So a lot of these problems which you just mentioned, at least from Kerala's point of view, it seems very similar to the problems of a more egalitarian society. For example, like say Sweden or Finland, where they generally have higher education levels, more educated people, more literacy, and there's a constant pressure to achieve, and for students to excel and to get a job. So Kerala is like the correlation is Kerala has a higher literacy rate, but is this inadvertently?
I have seen it that as far as the consumption of drugs are concerned, literacy is hardly a factor.
Okay.
You see, these migrants who are not even literate at all, there are 60 lakhs migrants in Kerala now.
Right.
They are also, if you go to we used to go and raid their places. They are also using.
No, what I'm saying is the pressure. The school, like you mentioned, there is pressure from education systems. There's a pressure to achieve. There's a pressure to excel in their
Yes.
in life. So that pressure, it is that pressure which leads to a higher literacy rate in Kerala, because
Yes.
most people are usually read.
Yes, that is there. But I mean, that is why the rich people are taking. You can take this reason. But even
Right.
if you are not rich, then people are taking. They are using it. What I have seen here is it is directly related to economic condition.
Okay.
The Kerala is one of the most rich states in India. Let us have no doubt about it. People have money here.
Right.
Now these things are all expensive.
From a spending capacity point
Spending
of view.
capacity. Now, this, if you see by the, as per the value of rupee or so, if you, a kid who has fallen into this trap, nearly, in my opinion, 200, 300 to 400 rupees he would be needing every day. Every day. So now from where do you get it?
To sustain this addiction.
To sustain the addiction. So he will go to the mother. Then the mother, the most, that also I keep telling to the mothers that you give money, but you find out why he is needing it.
Why does the
Nobody
child
has even time to even ask them. If the school has asked, then the school have a system in which they will write in their diary or so, till higher secondary. Some festival is coming up, we need that much of money.
Donation
that is
and
one
all
way
that,
of it.
yeah.
Or they may give a call to the mother or father.
Yes, correct.
Apart from that, if the child is asking money every day or so, then they must be spending. So the mother, he should tell, he or she should tell that why does he need.
Right.
So if the mother start asking, then naturally the consumption will go down, because you cannot ask mother, you cannot, every day there cannot be a function, no?
Right.
That is one thing. So there is another problem over there, that hardly there is any communication at home.
Right.
The parents are busy in their own world, children are busy in their own world. The child asks money, they give without questioning, and this is the way they
Right.
So the parent has money, that is why he is consuming it. Like in place like Rajasthan or so, the society is not, they don't have
The
money.
disposable income is
So
not, there's
even
no
if
money
you
to
want to have drug, but then the mother or father will not able to give him 100, even 50 rupees every day, if you ask me. It's just not possible. And so the economic condition, which is, you can say, I mean, that is a good thing otherwise, like, for example, the remittances.
Right.
$6 billion remittance India gets every year all over India.
Right.
6 billion.
Yeah,
There are so
yeah.
many people are outside.
Outside India, yes.
1 billion alone Keralites
comes
are
to Kerala
sending
around.
here.
Yes, correct. Yeah, yeah.
Now, where is that money going? Is anybody bothered about it? Who is? I mean, what are we doing with that money? Is that money in the bank? Is the people are buying it? Most of the children's, a good percentage of the children are either with their grandparents, or they are in hostel, or they are somewhere like places like Bangalore and all. Parents may be either they may
Outside
be
or,
in the
yes.
Gulf
Yeah,
or
yeah,
so, or
correct, yeah.
outside. So for them it is more easier because there is no one even to ask.
Supervision is not there. Right.
So that is, so the good economic condition in fact has become I should say that unfortunately it is also one of the reason of the prevalence of the drugs in the society. That is one.
Right.
Secondly, this those who can stop are not stopping. Who can stop? Two people only. Either the mother at home and the teacher at the school.
Okay.
School is one place where 30% of their life they spend in the school.
yeah.
8 hours, 8 into 20. I mean,
24, yeah.
24 is that half of 30% of their life has been in the school. They are there for a long time.
Correct. Yeah.
And it is there who are, if you ask me, more than the how, they are using it in the school.
Yeah, most influence is also happening in school.
3 places are there. It is not a big secret. The class, a regular class which is going on, the maximum usage in the class or in the toilet, or if there is a hostel. Now the teacher is aware at all these 3 places that they are using it, but nobody seems to be. The teacher has not taken that earlier when we used to study, or when our parents used to study, the teacher used to ensure not only the discipline is maintained, that no untoward incident from the child will happen. Right. So much so that they used to see our, whether our dress is proper, whether it is ironed, whether our nails are cut, trimmed properly, whether our haircut is also there also. So leave alone the child using any of this kind of intoxication also in the school. It was just not possible. Teacher decided that my school will not have any this kind of a child. Is that kind of assurance? Is that kind of determination is there from the teacher's point of view? No. They say that we are here only to teach them. Now they have their own problems. I even talk to them. They say, sir, we can set them right within 24 hours. But then the PTA, then some children commissions, some child welfare committee, these people don't even allow us even to check their bags, school bags. Oh. The other day, Chief Minister, there is a function, there is a Naam Note, the Chief Minister's function. So, Chief Minister, among the other invitees, I was also there. So I told him that that is available on YouTube, you can say. Right. I said, sir, you have to give power to the teachers. Teachers are suffering. Because even if they want to check somebody's bag, the bag is full of with these things only. But immediately the PTA will get after through the headmaster that the teacher was trying to harass my child also. Naturally, the child will not say that he or she was carrying the drug in the bag. Right. They will say that they humiliated me, they checked my bag and all those things. So teachers are now afraid to take action, and that is resulting in the more and more usage of the drugs by the children, because then it is almost free for all. Right. I mean, nobody is stopping them. Right. So now the movement is coming back. Even there is a High Court order also, very recently. High Court of Kerala has ordered that High Court is furious in that. If you see, you can see the judgment of that they say that let the teacher get his stick back. Right. He may not use the stick, but the fear must be over there. Because if the discipline is not there, if the teacher is not able to control them from, they are bullying the other people, they are consuming drugs, then what is the point? I mean, so that aura should come back where the teacher should rule the roost and they should be the last deciding people. You and me are here. I am here since last 39 years. Have you ever heard where a child was caught with some drug either by using it or selling it or distributing it or soliciting with his friend or so? Then have you ever heard that the child was rusticated from the school or he was dismissed from the school? Never. Nobody takes any action against anyone. I have never heard. If you have heard, we read newspapers every day. The school, simply because that the school's name will be spoiled or so,
they would try
these
to
are
hush it
the
up.
baseless assumptions. They have assumed, the principal has assumed himself. There is not. If, in my opinion, if one school takes action against one kid, in fact, the school will be saved from this kind of drug consumption in the school. There will be a little bit of fear also, and the school and more parents will like to send their children that, yes, there is a there is more discipline in this school. Let me send my child over there. They are, so these two, and at home the mother, mother has also some the baseless fears. I have talked to the mothers. They said, if I tell him or her, he may run away from home, he may commit suicide. That is their fear. Their fear sometimes may be genuine also. But then how long you will be fearing from your own children? How long? In the name that the child, they are also intelligent people. They understand that simply if I tell the mother that if you stop me, if you don't give me the money, then I will not able to take the drug and then I will commit suicide. I will commit suicide. Then mother will be fearful and the mother don't stop them. This is what is happening right now in the society. That they have become fearless. They know that their parents know that they are using drugs. So since their parents are afraid of them, now nothing else to fear. We will keep on. And the teacher's hands we have already tied.
Right.
So then who will stop? Nobody will stop. Only two people can stop. Right. This is what I find. That's why it is not being controlled. We are unnecessarily saying that what police is doing. Police is doing its job properly. Right. When as an excise commissioner, every 3,000 ton, 3,000 ton drugs we confiscated in 3 years. That comes around the 1 kilo every day.
Right.
So, I mean, 3,000 kilos drug. Right. It's not a small thing. Yeah. We got people had come even from Brazil. We intercepted their movement.
These are peddlers?
Peddlers or no, a lady, the
mules, carriers.
No, it is what they do is, so I got good intelligence from the central intelligence agencies and then we trapped them. It is very simple. They will catch hold of a lady. In Brazil, and except in India, the drugs are not banned anywhere. I mean, like you go to America. We have been to America. No, it's not. These are all considered as recreational drugs.
No, but America is famous for its war on drugs. It is massively.
Nothing is happening there. It's the worst country, if you ask me. Government has sent us there to study the drug problem over there. Their minister came. And he was laughing. You have come to a wrong country, my dear friend. We are ruined for it. There is no place in this country where the kids are not taking drugs. And here, that age of adolescence, it's like 13 years and all. After that, nobody can say them anything. So, in the name of recreational drugs, now recreational drugs are as good as this cocaine, heroin, MDMA kind of a thing. So every child is taking.
Right.
There is, nobody is. So they say every child is having a therapist also. Right. The maximum the parent is doing to arrange a therapist. a psychiatrist for their help also.
Right.
Nobody, there is no war on the drugs also. America failed in that. You read the biography of that Escobar.
Yes, I'm
Escobar.
aware of. Yeah.
So what they have written, he bribed the whole American police and this custom police also. And at one place it is even written that his plane will come down, so down that from the plane itself,
Right.
the boxes of the cocaine also, he used to throw down. Plane is flying. And these things will fall. And the police and custom, anybody can see all these things happening. But since they were being, he had given the bribes to all these American police also. He ruled the Rus for 20-30 years. He introduced drugs in America.
Right. Yeah. in the
Ideally, they
80s,
might
yes.
have got him also. So they say that is just not possible. Because people go from anywhere. Now in Kerala also, the drugs come here like through sea, through air route, through train, and through roadside. The trucks and the vehicles. At any given time, 20,000 vehicles have come to Kerala every day. That is, as a transport commissioner, I wouldn't know. And in the night, this is the 800 kilometers of our
The border.
sea coast.
Yeah.
So then which ship, which small Tony or which small ship has come and what they have unloaded and who has, there is no way, we don't even have a boat. Kerala Police, now we have
But what about the Coast Guard and
Coast
the
Guard will be
Navy?
there. There will be one ship somewhere between Trivandrum to Ernakulam for 230 kilometers. A ship will be there. Is that sufficient?
Okay.
No. So I mean, police with all these constraints will able to. Still, we are catching. Who are lying in the jail? Like 8,000 people are lying in the jail. 30% people are there in the jail while doing either selling or producing or distributing the drugs only. 30% people are in the jail because doing this crime related with the drugs only.
Right.
So, I mean, police have done their job. They can only do this much. But what about the things which we could have done without anybody's help at home and the school? You stop these let the child say, I don't want it. That situation has to come. It is not the other way around that the police shall stop. Not a single tablet will enter in Kerala.
Right.
The mothers and
when
the
there's,
teacher.
when there's no demand, the supply will automatically stop.
It is like cigarette. We have seen the cigarette menace 20 years ago. Everybody was. My son used to come and say in 10th class, higher secondary, he used to come and say he studied here in one of the best schools. They said, the Papa, in the last 2 rows, everybody is smoking. He used to come and tell me. Then I used to complain to their headmaster also. Now nobody is taking cigarette. So since we have stopped the use of cigarette,
Right.
we can stop use of the drugs also. So cigarette, there was a war. I mean, we caught the people. We made it a crime that nobody can wear in the public place. Then the kind of advertisement which we showed them in the cinema hall and all, they were quite scary. Same thing can be done with this also.
Right.
But then we have to act. At home, the parent have to be strict. At school, the teacher has to be strict. I'll say that, no, if you use it, we will throw you out of the school. At home, if you do it, I will put you in the de-addiction center.
Right.
It will come down. But hardly anybody is ready for that.
Another thing I wanted to ask is not related to drugs, but when you were the excise commissioner, you had advocated for the opening of microbreweries or,
Which the government is going to open now.
Is it?
That is, I mean, it may come any. Why?
But you were part of a team that went to
government
study,
had
right?
centers. Government had centers to do. You please go to Bangalore. We only went to Bangalore only.
Right.
And then we went to 2-3 breweries or so. And we gave a report that it is possible here. That is, we gave a report, but
Why hasn't it started so full of any idea?
it is, I think, a political decision. I mean, they think that it should not be there, but it is now to. Since we have allowed this, this is not a dry state like Gujarat or Bihar.
Right.
So since it is, since already people are. The people, there are 300 or so shops are there which are selling it. So the whole supply is coming from outside. I mean, the whole
Is
thing.
that why there might be a political or a business lobby that is preventing the starting of this? Or?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the government has to just take a decision. But earlier also there was a move, but I still is not coming or so. Maybe this is the election year, it may not happen.
Okay.
So I don't see, is there any, why it has not come, we don't know. They only send, in almost all the states are doing it.
Right.
Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, all have their own braveries.
Right.
And these what we get, what we are selling what we are selling in the shops are coming from these braveries only.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So, I mean,
Okay.
they have to take a decision, yes.
Okay. So coming back to you, and you had mentioned that you were a professor before you were into teaching before you got into IPS. Yes. What made you want to become a policeman? What made?
Number one, I was a temporary lecturer. It was a leave vacancy. Like
how old were you when?
22.
You were 22. Okay.
I completed my MA in 22. In 22, I'm 61 born. 82, I completed my MA. I was a good student. I'm a gold medalist in that.
Right.
So by seeing my gold medal, they provided me a job.
Right.
So they say that I never applied. In those times, there was no NAT and all these things. Now there is, even to apply for, even to write for a lecturer's job, you have to first qualify for that. It's called NAT.
Right.
National. But then it was only temporary kind of a thing.
Right.
So then you have to have some job also. This police job I had in my subconsciousness, because in the family there were many. My father, my mother's father, my mother's father's brother, all were in Rajasthan police.
Right.
Not in IPS.
Okay.
Probably by seeing them in uniform from my childhood, I might have had liking for the uniform service. So this was one way of only to getting into the police.
Right.
If you write the exam, you may get in police service also. That was one of the reasons. So we wrote. We prepared for 2 years. In those times, there was no preparation. There was no help.
Right.
Probably I was the only one who was writing from my town.
Okay.
And there was no this material. Now Trivandrum has 28 civil service teaching centers. 28, more than even Delhi.
Right.
So it is not that you should read more and more. It has preparation itself has become an art now.
Right.
What you should write. But everybody is at the same footage. All are studying. 15 lakhs people are appearing. Only 1,000 posts are there. So writing part, knowledge part is almost all are standing at the same footage. But it is the interview that makes the difference. For that you need an academy, how to speak, what should be the level of fluency, how do you say it, what do you wear, all these things do matter.
Right.
I presume that those 1,000 people who are passing finally, they have been very well helped by these civil service teaching centers also.
Okay.
So that was the reason, but still we took a chance, and luckily we got selected. Yes.
So in your service, the various postings, you were known to bring an element of compassion, especially in your tenure as the Director General of Prisons. You wanted to bring in more matter regarding the inmate welfare, and even enforcing on the drunken driving situation when you were the commissioner. So where does that come from, the need? Because compassion is not something people normally associate with policemen, unfortunately.
The idea of doing service merely for salary collection is not it doesn't impress me anymore. I mean, there are officers who might be thinking, we have got into the service, why to go for unnecessary work? Let us do our job from 10 to 5. Whatever order is given to us, let us implement. That is one way of doing it.
Right.
Second is that if you are sitting at a post, and if the things which were supposed to have been implemented are not implemented, like when we joined as a transport commissioner, nobody was wearing helmet.
Right.
3%. We did the survey, we found only 3%. Out of 100, only 3 people were wearing.
Right.
Seat belt was even unknown here. Nobody was wearing any seat belt. Nobody, these school children, all school buses, all the heavy vehicles are supposed to have speed governors.
Right.
Now, these things are written in the Act itself, Motor Vehicle Act 1985.
There was no enforcement.
Like Section 263, I still remember, now it is changed, the old Act, that there shall be the pillion, the two-wheeler driver shall wear an helmet, and the pillion rider will also wear an helmet.
Right.
It is Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, sir, who made a law in 85.
Right.
It is written in that law. Now, you tell me, what is the purpose of a transport commissioner? If that law, when I was the transport commissioner in 2013,
Right.
that is after 25 years of passing of that law.
Right.
And if that is not implemented, then it's a sham, you know. It's a wastage of time and money. So we went to, so I went to Mr. Aryadan Mohammed. I said, sir, you are a transport commissioner, you are a transport minister, I am a transport commissioner, but there is no use for it. And there are orders from High Court, Supreme Court, that why you are not implementing. Everything is there, but nobody wants to implement it. I say, sir, so what do you want? I say, we can do it. I can do it in 1 week. But then you cannot call me and say that why are you doing it? There is a hue and cry in this society. So then he said, let me talk to the chief minister. Then he probably talked to Mr. Umanchandi, sir. Then they said, let it be implemented. So when we implemented it, so how to implement it? So I told, so if you see, you can go back and you can see, we say that those who will not wear the helmet, we will cancel their licenses.
Yes.
Transport Commissioner has the power of cancellation.
Right.
We did 5 or 6.
Right.
And everybody got scared. Everybody started wearing helmet. I was there for 1 year. We did a survey again. So out of 100, 97 were wearing, only 3 were not wearing. 3% were not wearing, 97% were wearing. How many people would have survived? How many people would have they might have fallen, they might have got into accident, but simply because they were wearing the helmet, they didn't die.
30%, you reduced that by 30%.
But it's very simple. You can talk to any doctor. You can ask your mother. Right. She is a doctor. Yes. That the the two-wheeler riders, the death is only 70%. The death is only because of the head injury.
Right.
So you save the head. You save all the head injuries. By this breaking of leg, hand, and is okay. That will be covered also. That is one. Second was this put in the a central minister died simply because that he was not wearing a seat belt at the back of it. That is Gopinath Munde in Delhi. So I say this is the time that we should implement the seat belt. So there. So there a lot of resistance was there, but still I issued the orders and people have started. You can see at least in the front seat, now whole Kerala wears it. They were not using it. Back seat also I wanted to implement that by the time I had my transfer also. As speed governors, all the heavy vehicles I personally went, checked. I used to go travel, sit in there in the city bus, you drive. Now the mechanism is very simple. If the speed governor is there and the driver will drive, so at the moment it reaches 60, so a sound will come and there will be some mechanism is there in which the speed will not go beyond 60 or so. and a sound will also come. So you will realize that now the bus, even however you keep pressing the accelerator,
Right, right.
it will not go. All the buses we did, all the heavy vehicles we did. Seat belt people started wearing, helmet we did it. So we introduced a new type of this test also. The other day I met our honorable transport minister.
Right, right.
He was telling me, Rishiraj Singh, we are implementing only what you did 90%.
Yeah, that is
I am
actually what is
implementing.
being carried forward even
Okay,
now.
I say I am only implementing what you did at that time. A minister telling this itself is is a big thing for me.
You would have faced a lot of pushback, a lot of his resistances.
There was a
from
Kerala month.
Yeah. So my question is, do you have a personal like philosophy or a mantra or something which you subscribe to, which helps you just, regardless of whatever is the pushback, I will take a morally righteous, I will take this is my stand on this.
Yes.
And I will proceed. You have.
Yes, yes. Unless you do it, then you will not able to. You say that these things shall be implemented, and that while doing so, while an officer is saying so, the political backing has to be there.
Right.
Alone, he will not able to do anything. Mr. Aryadan Mohammed, I must say, Mr. Mohammed Aryadan Mohammed sir and Mr. Kumanchandi sir, they say you go ahead. We will not. We will stand by you. Only then I could do it.
Yeah, you need clearance, yes.
Same is with the excise also. Mr. T.P. Ramakrishnan was my minister. This is, here in 2016, we started telling to the people that the problem of drugs is coming. We started taking action 9 years ago when the people were hardly knowing about these things that were drugs and all. We had seen a full generation being destroyed in Haryana and Punjab and all.
Yes, Punjab had a big problem. Yes.
So I say that unless we act now, the same kind of situation will happen in Kerala also. With you now, you see the level of talks, TV also. That thing has come here. People, the children have started killing their own mothers. In last 1 year, 9 boys and 1 girl have killed their own mother just because of this confusion of these drugs. Either they were under the influence of the drug or they were asking money for the drug and all those things. It's already happening. You see how many, when the Banjarmud also someone is killing this, he's killing mother, father, everyone. As if he is killing, as if he is he is killing some goat or some chicken or something also.
Regarding the violence.
Without the use of drug, he cannot do it. I can give you, a normal person can't do it. A normal person cannot kill his mother or father.
No, but so there have been studies, and in fact there is a Netflix documentary which I saw.
Adolescents.
Oh no, not adolescents. There's actually another documentary. It is about these substances. In that it states because most of these substances were created in labs, in laboratories. At least the MDMA, LSD, all these things were created in labs. So there is a certain clinical side of this as well. That this in small amounts can be used to treat ADHD, depression, these sort of things,
yes.
right? So my question is like, is this violence purely because of the drugs, or is there like a mental health issue as well, or is that caused by these drugs?
No, it will be caused by. There are 5 stages of drug consumption. One is knowingly or knowingly or unknowingly we have tasted it. Somebody has given it. Let us suppose. At 2 places it is the children use it first time. One is on the study tours. These schools study tours are only used for this purpose, let me tell you. We have seen this thing in a cinema, the Drishyam cinema first. That is quite natural. That boy is using drug. It is a film only.
Right.
Then he is taking videos somewhere also. In the study tour, what happens that there is no one to check them.
Right.
You know, they are on their own. Natural, okay.
It's also a festive atmosphere.
Festival. And second is at we attending somebody's, our friends' birthday parties.
Right.
So these are the 2 places where it is used the maximum. So So that is the first stage.
Right.
Second stage is you start liking it.
Right.
Third stage is you need it every day. Fourth stage is withdrawal symptom. Suppose you have not money or no so, then you will get angry. Whoever is before you, you will hit them, including your mother. They give me the money. If the mother doesn't give the money, then then the children start stealing things from home. Then the third thing what they are doing is they go near to the temple or churches, they wait there, the women are coming out, they start snatching these mala. Most of they are the children who want money to buy their drug. By just selling, they will go simply to a shop and they will sell this mala for some money and so that they can get money. They don't need that mala for any other purpose. 99% they need that dose they want with some money or so. And the fifth is, there is nothing else, he or she has become the addict. One day he will die because of the addiction only, either the kidney will give away or the heart will give away, or he will also realize that he or she has wasted his life, so that will increase to the depression, and out of the depression they will commit suicide. So if you can...
Is that why we have a higher suicide rate as well in Kerala?
That is one of the reasons. Right. There are 55 reasons for committing suicide. This is one of the reasons. Okay. This is very high. Every hour one child is committing suicide in India. There are 8,000 hours only. And children committing suicide is almost 12,000 since last 10-15 years. So 12,000 children committing suicide in 8,000 hours. That is more than 1 hour. That is more than one child is committing suicide. Why a child should commit suicide, you tell me? The food is free, mother is cooking, father is giving the tuition, the father is giving the fees, there is a room for them to stay. I mean, there is no reason for a child committing suicide. But we have already discussed why they are doing it also. Right. Your question, if you can commit if you are ready to commit your own life, nobody will stop, nothing can stop the person to take the other's life also. That is what they are doing. And in most of the cases, every day now we say, every day there is a news that he kills his father or mother and then he hangs himself. Almost every day I read it. Okay. So they are, why they picked up the quarrel with the parents also? This could be one of the reasons that parents refuse. The mother will never give. In India, no mother will give knowingly that I am giving this money and so that he can buy his drugs. No mother will do. Mother will say, even at the expense of her life, she will refuse. And they hit back. They hit back not because to kill the mother, but maybe the mother may be falling, the head may be hitting somewhere also. Yeah. But nevertheless, life is gone. Right. Otherwise, how do you explain this? This is some Manjarmud case also. One boy killing 5 people, going to the station and say, I have killed my parents also. Do you find it is a normal thing? It's not a normal thing.
No, but what I'm saying is there is probably a mental health issue as well.
Mental health issue person, you apart from this drug, it will be rarest of rare. Yes, there has been in society, there is the bipolar disorder.
Depression is actually
depression
quite...
and all those things. But then they would, in the depression also, you are likely to commit suicide rather than taking somebody else's life.
True.
Yeah, I'm not a psychologist also. I only see these problems through the drug usage point of view.
Right.
The drug usage has 2 stages where the one is the number 4 stage, that is withdrawal symptom. Right. And the 5th is then, now another problem in the drug is why the people will die finally, those who are using. Drugs are not in pure form in India, let me tell you.
Right.
They are mixing all sorts of things in the drug. MDMA, for example. Let me tell you, if anybody is listening this, MDMA in pure form is not available here. It is a European drug.
It's quite expensive also, if I'm not
I will
mistaken.
tell you how expensive it is. One tablet is of 12,000 rupees. A doctor has told me, I am not saying I didn't know this.
Right.
A doctor who runs a de-addiction center, he told me that in 0.20 mg, it costs 3,000 rupees. 0.20 mg എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു വെച്ചാൽ ഒരു കുറേ നമ്മുടെ കഷണം മാത്രം പറയാനുള്ള പറ്റുള്ളൂ. Tablet, even if it is like this, the whole tablet is of 12,000. 0.20, 3,000, 3 into 15,000. So what is happening in India is that everybody is fascinated by the name of MDMA.
Right.
अब MDMA in a wrapper they take the wrapper, they put some amphetamine in that. Amphetamine is available in every amphetamine or this there are so many drugs which are easily available, which are prescription drugs.
Right.
That is, a doctor, only a patient having that particular problem only should have. If you don't have a problem, so the medicine become a drug for you. You please try to understand.
Fentanyl is a substance.
Fentanyl is a problem. Fentanyl is so bad that it has ruined the relation between China and America.
Yes, yes.
Trump told China, you stop sending fentanyl to my country, otherwise we will destroy you. I mean, it is that bad. It's not fentanyl. Even parasite, I mean, there are like amphetamine or this spasmoprozone. There are so many things which are generally being used by the doctors. That thing they will put in the wrapper.
Right.
And then to give a kick. Now the amphetamine, it will not give you a kick. As per that doctor,
Right.
Dr. Shaji, though he is saying that then they add rat poison in that. Rat poison, small quantities will not.
Isn't it fatal? I mean, won't it
Not fatal.
Okay.
They will use only a tip of it.
Right.
So you will get a kick. But then, as Shaji said, your question is right. How long you will keep on? So the whole thing they will make, and they will put it in the wrapper of the MDMA, and they will sell it to the people. Our people think that they have taken MDMA. They have taken some false drug, which will not harm them more, but that rat poison will harm their kidney. They say that Shaji says finally, there uru kutiyu 37 vayasinde apparthu povilla. Before that, the kidney will fail and the heart will fail. How long you can take, even if it is a very smallest form, how long you can take rat poison? So this is happening. The Kerala youth is having the false drugs. That is, the mixture of the many things. Probably the drug in the purest form would not have done that much of harm.
Right.
But but that is very expensive. Who can pay in Kerala? Who can pay, even if you have money? Who can pay 3,000 rupees every day?
No, it's
And that to 0.20 mg. So these are all they have made. Now small machines have come. MDMA can be created at home, thousands of tablets every day.
Right.
That is the problem now. Now it is not something that it should start from Afghanistan, it should start from England, then it should come down to Cochin,
is the current,
to Bombay, then to Cochin. Now you can make your own. You can make at your home.
Is it being made over here right now? The one
Definitely. MDMA can be, MDMA in this form which I have told you.
Which is currently being sold over here.
It is a mixture of some ordinary drug.
That's coming from here. It's not coming from out.
Which they are making. We are making ourselves. These drug peddlers are making by themselves and selling among children. So it is the unpure form. It is the separate substances like rat poison or any other drug, and then putting them together. That is what is creating more problem for the kid's body.
Right.
There is another problem here.
Okay. So, just a more light-hearted question. I know you're a fan of cinema.
Yes, we see every film.
Okay.
Day before yesterday, saw F1.
Oh, how did you like it?
Wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, really
Hans
good.
Zimmer's music. The
Excellent.
story is very simple. They say loosely based on Hamilton's life. I have to find out whether it is Hamilton's life or not, because Hamilton, what the story is that 30 years ago he was running in F1. He
Right.
was uh, he was driving for F1 level. Then he got accident, everything, his body. He just survived. Then
Okay.
he left. Then one of his friends of that time, he requests him to come back to F1 to save his company also. Then
Okay.
he comes, he wins, and he goes back. That is the story.
Right.
Now we have to find out. I asked my son there. He said that it doesn't look like a true story or so. But they have mentioned this name of Senna.
Yeah, Senna's
This
name is mentioned,
Hamilton,
yes.
Frost, their names they have mentioned. I mean,
Yeah,
I have to find
so
out.
Lewis Hamilton is one of the producers.
Maybe.
He shows up in the movie, so he's there in the movie.
That also I couldn't make out. Where
Right,
he
right.
might have come.
Yeah, he's there in the
Everybody has come.
Yeah.
Those who are living, I think everybody has
it
come.
was
in
shot during the actual races. So a lot of
there.
the
All races are actual. That they have already told. They told
right,
we have only shot only one or
But a
two.
very beautifully made movie. I have to admit. So anyway, my question is, so the older Shaji Kailas movies of your police characters, the old Bharat Chandran, Joseph Alex, all these movies, King, the Commissioner, all these characters, the righteous police cop, a policeman who's against fighting the evils of society. Will those movies, in your opinion, you've seen those movies, right? You've seen commercial film, of course. Like,
Yes.
I'm not asking you how factually correct they are or anything of that sort. I just want to know, like, do you think those movies can be made today in present climate of social media? Because what social media done, I feel, is
It can be made. They are being made in the name of Singham.
Right.
All the three
but
Singham
here,
movies are made.
No, but I'm saying is Singham, it works in up north. But Kerala, the audience has become a little more, because if you see the newer kinds of movies, they are much more slice of life, much more reality
What
centric.
they are showing is that you see this kind of policing is more acceptable in north of India.
Right.
Where you can, you see, if you go and see in the UP, now that the society is that, I mean, UP, there is, for small crime,
Right.
even they,
Right. Yeah.
What do you call?
Yeah. Right.
Here one SP was transferred out.
Right.
He asked some migrant people, they did some nuisance, so he just asked them, this is something we had in our school time, we had all been doing it.
Yeah. PT sirs used to make you do
അത്
that.
എവിടെ നടക്കില്ല. You see, the Kerala has its own way of having the police system. There is a semblance of some orderliness here.
Decorum,
You have to
yeah.
accept. How an IPS officer act in UP police simply cannot act in Kerala, let me tell you.
Yeah,
I mean, and it should not be also. There, what is happening? I mean, even there have been encounters over there. Can you imagine an encounter in Kerala? It's just not possible. And it should not be also.
Right.
So here, that kind of people, they all are literate people. So if the people itself are literate, so they will expect that they are on those who are in the police service also, they should also go by as per law only.
Right.
And all these films also, they are in all the 5 movies you mentioned, they are more known as per the special kind of a dialogue delivery of Suresh Gopi actor.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
That is more, rather than they might have been questioning them or doing a little bit of torture. Even that was possible to show 30 years ago in Kerala.
Because that was, if I'm not mistaken,
and it's not worth it also. അങ്ങനെ ഒരാളെ ഒരു ശാരീരികമായിട്ട്
So
പീഡിപ്പിച്ചിട്ട്
during the 70s,
അതുകൊണ്ട് even if he accepts, you don't hit me, I have done it, I am accepting, it doesn't mean anything.
Right,
You have to prove in the court.
Right.
So for that there are other reasons. You have to bring the circumstantial evidences, you have to prove the case. So even if you have tortured someone and you are charged in the case and given to before the court, it won't help. It won't send him to the jail.
Right.
For that, you have to really collect the evidence, and evidence can be collected without hitting anyone. Let me tell you.
Okay. Yeah.
So here it will not happen, and this kind of Singham kind of a thing, I mean, it doesn't work here. Not required also.
Okay. So just one question I want to ask you. If you were to meet your younger self, let's say the version of you who passed out of IPS right now and he was just taking over your first post. I think it was in Punalur, right? Your first posting was in Punalur, and you were just getting into that posting right now, and you are meeting him now. What do you think when he looks at you that he will be proud of?
The same kind of passion.
Like looking at you right now, where you have reached, like when he
Two
realizes.
things were there at that time. Two things are there when I left the service. That is, one is that we have to dispense the justice. Police service is one which I believe that we can, instant justice we can give. Somebody has come crying for your help. A lady has come. Somebody is beating her. Somebody is harassing her. Immediately you go to the spot or you ask your officer to go there. Whoever is harassing her, bringing him, taking action against him. This is police can only give. So her problem is taken care of instantly.
Right.
Which I used to do it even at that time, and which we did at when we left, when we retired from the service.
Right.
One is, the second is the passion is very important thing.
Right.
Passion. Whatever you do, like you are here for like for your podcast service or so. That is your passion.
Right.
So this, unless you are very highly passionate about it, that I should do whatever I am doing, it should be done in the best possible manner, whether you are an SP, whether you are a collector, whether you are even a constable, even a village officer. A passion, if it is not there, we will not able to do justice with our work. So passion was there. When we were studying, there was a passion that we should do well in life. When we were preparing for the civil service, I must work hard so that I get into the service.
Right.
So that thing is there, whatever you do in the life.
Right.
So that thing, those two things were there at that time when, as you said, when I joined that service and when I left service also, these two things, I didn't see myself going down even to one scale down.
Right.
What the qualities with which I started and the qualities which when I got retired, those were there with me constantly.
Okay. And just one final question. At any point in your career, did you ever regret that why I became a policeman or why am I in this? Because you would have faced so much pressure, people would try to corrupt you, all those external influences.
Yes. Never.
Never.
We not only we did service here, we went outside, we went for the Prime Minister's service, I went for the CBI also. CBI, the whole work, the whole culture is all different. The very different kind of, the different kind of the working is there, the case nature is different. But never, we were always, what we wanted to do legally, we were able to do it. In spite of so-called outwardly factors or so. Those will be there, not only with me, those will be there everywhere. But we can always explain, no, why I am doing this and this is the correct thing. Do the correct thing.
Right.
If you have this notion with you, then all other things we can tackle easily. There is no problem.
All right. Okay, sir. Yeah, I think we are strapped for time, but thank you so much for coming.
You are always welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.